June 28th is the anniversary of the 1969 police raid on the Stonewall Inn, a gay club located on Christopher Street in New York City. New York's gay community had grown weary of the police targeting gay clubs and fought the police. The violence and protests went on for 6 days. This event is regarded as history's first major protest on behalf of equal rights for homosexuals. Since then, the church has revved up their resistance, holding fast to their belief that God condemns homosexuality as a sin. Back then, into the 90s, gays remained closeted. Some married the opposite gender, had families, and lived a lie, hurting their spouses and children in order to fit in. Most of these marriages ended in divorce. Other gays stayed closeted in order to survive, finding safe havens where they could be themselves. But we could never be free from the condemnation of the church. Years of condemnation could not easily be erased. Many gays crumbled under such pressure, escaping into alcohol, drugs, promiscuous sex, and general emotional and spiritual retardation, reinforcing church belief that no gay person could be a decent, God-fearing Christian, heirs to God's kingdom. Most wanted a long-term, loving relationship with one partner, but they usually were short-term. The few who could attain such a long-term relationship were not known because they kept it a secret. In 1973, the year I recognized I was gay, the American Psychiatric Association stated that homosexuality was not a mental illness, but that did not lift the stigma of sin from us. Of the many controversial issues the church faces, none has grown faster than the issue of homosexuality, from a subject clearly believed to be a sin to a state of confusion and division. Homosexuality is, perhaps, the last mystery to be solved, and in the past 20 years, these sides are clearly known. Is homosexuality a choice? Is one born homosexual? Is homosexual love a sin? Are gays going to hell? Many denominations have been debating this issue, and over the past 2 decades, some progress has been made, but still the church as a whole is divided. The church must unite as one on this issue, or lives and souls will be lost. Homeless kids, a large portion being gay, thrown out of their homes, rejected by family, being bullied and committing suicide, rather than endure this torture. Even in families who do not throw their gay children out of the home, love is often withdrawn, and the child feels that God truly does not love him either. Both gay person and straight parent need to know what the Bible is truly saying about homosexuality. I'm here to tell you that I not only survived, but thrived as a gay woman brought up in a time when nothing positive was written or preached about homosexuality. When I first came out, I was told by a Baptist minister, "You've got two choices. You go to the prayer room and ask God to make you straight, or you will go to hell." I traveled to Teen Challenge in Brooklyn, a Christian organization that helped those addicted to drugs and alcohol, and also counseled gay people. I needed a Christian minister to tell me I was not going to hell, but all they did was quote the clobber passages and tell me I could be changed and be made straight by the power of Jesus. I didn't sleep till dawn, pondering and praying. When I woke, I knew the love I wanted with one woman was not a sin. I was gay, and gay was how I was going to live and love, and I would be with Jesus in heaven when I died. God, not man, had led me to peace. God is continuing to lead others, gay and straight, clergy and non clergy, to the same truth. Oh, I still strayed from God's path of righteousness for the first 3 years after I came out. Bars every night, sexual promiscuity, but I never stopped praying, remembering my Christian rearing by my parents and a wonderful church, and God never left me, teaching me in my sin the truth I carry in my soul to this day. There is no sin in homosexual love and marriage. What is marriage? I define marriage as a self-sacrificing, loving, committed, monogamous, lifelong union of two non-blood related people. The problem lies in our misunderstanding and mistranslation of the Bible. It comes from our insecurities and prejudices, which leads us to read the Bible out of context, cherry-picking verses to justify our beliefs. So let's look briefly at these Bible passages. Genesis 19 and Judges. These are both accounts of rape and humiliation, for to rape a man in Bible days and now is more humiliating than raping a woman. Leviticus 18 and 20. Pagan religion rituals to appease their gods. 1 Timothy. Mankind or man means male and female. Where do we see homosexuality? Keyword, abusers. 1 Corinthians 6, the only time the word homosexual is used, and will not be found in any Bible version prior to the mid-1800s because the word did not exist. However, the concept of same-gender sex is an historical biblical fact, which has a logical explanation. Romans 1, against nature. What does this mean? In all these passages, ask yourself, who is committing these abominations? It is heterosexual men and women. Let this resonate in your minds, remembering that 1 in 10 people are gay, according to modern research. Would it be any different in biblical times? Also, Jesus never said a word about homosexuality, and he is the definitive word. Jesus had the perfect chance during his Sermon on the Mount when he spoke of adultery and sexual lust. This was the perfect time to bring up those who were homosexual, but he said nothing. Jesus, who broke some Jewish religious laws and called Pharisees hypocrites, said not a word. Surely Jesus would have. Then we turn to the creation account. God created male and female and told them to be fruitful and multiply. Certainly Adam and Eve were heterosexual, or none of us would be here debating this issue. In the beginning, God created. Yes, but beginnings are not static. They are open to develop. For example, different races came from two people. So too, different sexual orientations. I did not choose to be gay. Who would choose a life of exclusion, hatred, and violence? I was born gay and would have it no other way. I never asked God to change my orientation. I asked him to guide me in his truth. For God so loved the world, he sent his only Son, that whosoever believes shall have eternal life. It does not say whosoever is heterosexual and believes. I am a Christian, gay-affirming homosexual, who by God's grace through faith am saved, as we all are. You can read my entire life journey in my book, Is God a Gay Basher? Available on Amazon for more details. Contact me on Facebook, Virtual Messenger. You can also email me at mamasgirl422@verizon.net. Happy Pride Month. Happy every Pride Month.